Hey guys, it's Scott from Diversified Acres. Working in the garden again today. We finally got a break from the rain. Didn't have any rain yesterday and none today, so ground's drying up real nicely. We've got a little update here on our potatoes. They're coming through. There we are, right there. Can't see very well, but the whole roll is up. Not every single one of them's out of the ground yet, but you can see where it's cracking the ground apart, and they're starting to come up all the way down through there. So looks like that's going to be a good crop. Hopefully we can ward the potato bugs off long got some onions coming up. We did onion sets here. Got a few, not many. I think there's only like 3 that I've seen coming up. We just planted some garlic from that stake on down there. It's in the same row as the onions is, but we've got one kind of onion at that end of the garden and one back here at this one. And now we've got 4 rows of green beans. What flavor beans we got, babe?
Roma.
4 rows of Romas. So got them in the ground. She's putting the last row in right now of beans, and we're going to go ahead and put probably 4 or 6 rows of corn in here hopefully today. She's looking real excited about that.
I hate doing corn.
Michaela here, she's really pumped about what she's doing. She's making necklaces or something. Or no, she's just spreading weed seeds in the garden. Nathan's taking a break. Hope you're not offended by our nudity, but often in the summertime here in Kentucky, we're either shirtless or barefooted. Well, not all of us. We used to try and keep something on the girls. It don't always happen there either, so we'll edit that part out, I guess. But we've only got 2 days to get everything that we're going to get in the garden on this go-round in the ground, because we got rain coming back in on Thursday, and the way they're talking, it's 1 solid week of it. So between this Wednesday or Thursday until next Wednesday or Thursday, garden will be out of commission for planting. So we'll just be waiting on the stuff in the greenhouse to grow, so we can, the following week after the rain breaks off, we can get the rest of this tilled up over here and get it in the ground. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, we got 4, well, all right, let me reframe this, because I always catch some flack over this from the family. The wife and kids and Kayla got 4 rows of beans. That's 400 foot of beans planted today. They got about 25 foot of garlic, and we're getting ready to start on 6 rows, 600 foot of sweet corn. We've got a couple different flavors that we'll put out, but we're going to throw in 600 foot of that tonight. I'm still supervising, and I did run the tiller for a few minutes, and it run out of gas just as I was going to try and make 2 swipes up and down through here, so we could have another row for another row of corn. But Nathan's been running the tiller for several hours now, leaving the roots, taking off the top of the weeds that are in there. But I went back and thought about it even further, and my grandparents, they grew a garden every year, and their grandparents and their great-great-grandparents and so on down the line. And as a young kid, you know, back years ago, I don't want to say too many years ago because I don't tell how old I am, but we used to go visit family and work in their gardens, and they always tilled their gardens. And my grandparents, they tilled their gardens from the time that the tiller was invented, and then beyond that, they used a horse or mules to plow their garden and pull the disc over it. So quite a few years back, we've been tilling gardens, and they always had just the most beautiful garden there is. They always had the most luscious vegetables and fruits that they grew. And you know, so I thought, well, instead of doing it this year and trying to do this new stuff and taking a chance with getting it taken over by weeds, as you can see, there's weeds in this field that we're growing in. There's a lot of weed right there. We're tilling that up. This looked just like that. We've been growing our garden here for years, and last year with my injury, we weren't able to really take care of the garden, and it just got taken over, and that's what it ended up looking like. So we've been tilling it, going over it back and forth several times with just that small little tiller right there that you can barely see because it's so small. But it's halfway across the garden right now, and we've got about just almost half of the garden. Where that blue toad is, I think that's the halfway mark of the garden. And we're going to skip and jump down here and work on this area down here, getting some tomatoes, or getting it ready for our squash and watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumbers, and some viney type stuff. It's going to be down in this end here, because we get a lot of water over in this area here, or not a lot, but this is where it comes to. That's a small grade that comes this way, so we get that water over here. But we're going to call it quits for the day, and we're going to go get on YouTube Live with Michael Horsford out of Georgia. Been watching his channel for some time. He does a lot of vlogging, live chat, and does a lot of fishing and different things. He's working on, I believe he's working on a garden. I think I saw in his backyard garden or something of that nature. So we're going to do a live chat with him and get to know him a little bit better and enjoy the rest of this evening. We have got to get the stuff done in the garden because we have till what, Thursday?
Yep,
or Wednesday?
Thursday, and it's supposed to pour down for the next week, maybe two.
Yeah, so that's not going to be cool. So we're going to try and get as much done tomorrow as we can on this garden, and we might give you an update tomorrow and let you know where we're at. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know, come back and see us. We'd appreciate it. Catch you on the next one.